Hey, and welcome back to Toast. I know you guys have been complaining that I'm on hiatus. When am I releasing the episodes? I'm back. I'm not going to tell you why. What's important is that I'm back and I'm here to stay, and I'm going to make some awesome content. I'm going to tell some amazing stories. So let's dive right into it. Today, I'm talking about Nicaragua. Nicaragua is a country in Central America. You guys must know it. I was kind of traveling through all of Central America in the early parts of 2018, and at some point I got to this city called León, and it is a beautiful freaking city. And we were there for a little bit, and what they're famous for in León is this thing called volcano boarding. So as it sounds like, you pretty much walk up a volcano with what they call and what they designed specifically for that volcano in that city, called the volcano board. So it's not necessarily a snowboard. It's more of like a sled that you go down in winter. If you live in a cold climate, you obviously know that that is one of the best things you could do when you're a kid. So everybody goes to Leon so that they can go volcano boarding. You get, if you stay at one of the Bigfoot hostels, which is the famous one, they're the ones who invented it. You go there, they're going to give you merch. They're going to give you the original volcano boarding experience. So lo and behold, obviously I went to the Bigfoot hostel and I decided that I was going to do the volcano boarding. But I wasn't really sold on this whole sled thing. I was like, come on, man, if I'm going to have to hike up a volcano carrying my board, I want to do it with a snowboard. I've been snowboarding for years, I'm almost 20 years now that I've been hitting the slopes. I'd be much more comfortable going down the volcano, whatever terrain that feels like, on a snowboard. But they didn't have them, so I settled and I paid for it. You get this t-shirt, this horrible t-shirt that says I went volcano boarding. So you're basically like a walking billboard for them, but it's pretty cool. It's like $30. You get the whole experience and the shirt, and they also put you in a hostel on the beach the next night. So it's really a good deal because you get a whole night's accommodation, you get to party on the beach, you get to see the sunset because it's on the Pacific side. Beautiful things happen. But let's get back to the boarding. We're on this truck, and I'm talking about open truck. We're in the boot, and we're all there stuffed like sardines trying to get in there. And essentially we just we make a couple friends, and when we get there and we need to pay the park entry, which is an additional fee of I don't know, a couple bucks. What happens is I saw that they had these snowboards, and they were not good snowboards. They were horrible snowboards, just a plank of wood with two straps, not bindings or anything, but two ropes, that are just tied to this board. And I said, okay, there's a snowboard. How much is it? 10 extra bucks. I gave them the 10 bucks. And then we, eventually got to the foot of the mountain, and we needed to walk up this volcano, which is supposed to be a 30-minute hike. I think it was closer to an hour and a half with the group, and it was also scorching hot. I'm talking legit 40 degrees with humidity and everything taken into account, because I think that, in Leon, it's an average of 30, 35 all year round, even in January, February. So we're walking up this mountain, we're slaving away with these boards, and I'm slaving away with both. I'm carrying both the volcano board and the snowboard, because I'm maybe I'm going to go down with one. I'll go down with the snowboard, holding the volcano board until a certain point, and then I'll switch. And so everyone started going down, and they give you a prize at the end if you're the fastest. So essentially everybody's trying to go as fast as possible, and they give you goggles and a whole suit to put on, because this volcano is relentless. I tell you, they are large pebbles of ash that you do not want in your face. And so eventually it came time for me to go, and I forgot to put my goggles on. I had these glasses on, not these glasses, because obviously the ones that I was wearing are completely ruined now. But I just go and I put the glasses on and I go down, and I was going down on the snowboard at first, and I had somebody wait for me halfway down with the volcano board. So I was I really want both experiences. Of course, I'm not going to hit that 100 kilometer per hour speed that some people actually hit. 100 kilometers per hour. That's 60 miles for you Americans, or 65. And it's insane. The snowboarding was just really rough. I got ash and just cinders all over me. It was really too hot, and horrible terrain, and this, crappy $10 snowboard that was just a plank of wood with ropes was not ideal for going down the mountain. Halfway through, I switched to the volcano board, and that's when shit hit the fan, okay? Because in this volcano board, not only do you go really fast, but now when you're sitting down on a sled, And it's insane because these rocks are flying into your face and I didn't have the goggles. So I got completely pelted with these things and eventually got to the bottom, and it was sick because they greet you and it was like, same, boot of the truck with everybody just standing up, holding on to whatever you can get your hand on. And they're handing out beers and things. And it's just like a party bus once you're finished and everyone's like faced their fears, which is awesome. Then they brought us to Las Palmitas where we got to stay the night, and it was fucking awesome. So in a nutshell, that is one of the best things that you could do in Nicaragua. It's one of the most famous things, volcano boarding. It's right on the Gringo Trail, which is, the route that all the white people do as they go through Central America from, Mexico to Colombia, let's say. So that was it. Stay tuned because I'm coming out with another episode on Nicaragua in another place of Nicaragua, completely different vibes. It's an island called Ometepe. Stay tuned because that's coming out, and Toast is fucking back.